Eleanor Roosevelt's wisdom famous quotes and insights continue to inspire generations.
No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste, experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experiences. Friendship with oneself is all important, because without it one cannot be friends with anyone else in the world. A woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell how strong she is until you put her in hot water. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Happiness is not a goal, it is a byproduct. It takes as much energy to wish as it does to plan. The battle for the individual rights of women is one of long standing, and none of us should countenance anything which undermines it, no matter how plain a woman may be. If truth and honesty are written across her face, she will be beautiful. I could not, at any age, be content to take my place in a corner by the fireside and simply look on. We do not have to become heroes overnight, just a step at a time, meeting each thing that comes up, seeing it as not as dreadful as it appears, discovering that we have the strength to stare it down. You have to accept whatever comes, and the only important thing is that you meet it with the best you have to give. The most important thing in any relationship is not what you get, but what you give. The only limits to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. With the new day comes new strength and new thoughts. It is not fair to ask of others what you are not willing to do yourself. It is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. Justice cannot be for one side alone, but must be for both. You can often change your circumstances by changing your attitude. Freedom makes a huge requirement of every human being. With freedom comes responsibility. You learn by living. It's your life, but only if you make it so. To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. The giving of love is an education in itself. The only thing to fear is fear itself, I think. At a child's birth, if a mother could ask a fairy godmother to endow it with the most useful gift, that gift would be curiosity. You should do what you think is right and take the consequences. The human voice can never reach the distance that is covered by the still small voice of conscience. We are afraid to care too much for fear that the other person does not care at all. The greatest gift you can give is your time. A little simplification would be the first step toward rational living, I think. It is not enough to talk about peace. One must believe in it. And it isn't enough to believe in it. One must work at it. I have never felt that anything really mattered but the satisfaction of knowing that you stood for the things in which you believed and had done the very best you could. The only way to make sure people you agree with can speak is to support the rights of people you don't agree with. You can't move so fast that you try to change the mores faster than people can accept it. That doesn't mean you do nothing, but it means that you do the things that need to be done according to priority. You just have to do your own thing, no matter what anyone says. It's your life. It takes courage to love, but pain through love is the purifying fire which those who love generously know we all know. People who are so much afraid of pain that they shut themselves up like clams in a shell. I think that somehow we learn who we really are and then live with that decision. When will our consciences grow so tender that we will act to prevent human misery rather than avenge it? The most important thing in any relationship is not what you get, but what you give. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You should do what you think is right and take the consequences. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.